Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
This drive will begin with a run from A-Chain.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game. And I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's to the 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Returnable here for Davis. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Hey, Ram. 5-9. Ready?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On first down, it's Gore. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Chargers sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
12. Hey, Kappa. Go.
Out of the gun, Herbert.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Let's go. Home trips right. Let's go. 21.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game. It will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Back to the ground game here. Gore. And now the rookie's free. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, That gives like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 41-yard line.
And off to H.A. to begin the drive.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Tua's going to change things up.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
They forced 7 turnovers. 7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
They'll run for it with A-Chain.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And that is no good. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
This is 2nd and 8.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he'll just protect the football and go down and take the sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Crowd right. Baylor tight.
Herbert just beat the play clock. Eluding the pressure right. That's caught out right by Jennings. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. A give up the middle to H.A.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
21G.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Tua to throw again. Incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Looking to pass. Tua. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Davis now to return it.
13 yards the tally on the return there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Yeah, they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're
toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Play action. Now it's Tua. He dumps it off to A-Chain.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball, has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
On second down, Tua.
Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
We'll go orange. Baylor Tiger. Let's go.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Complete to Johnston here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Herbert.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one. Here's Gore now, running out of the gun. The solid stiff arm. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
5-9. 12.
Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Here's 2nd and 10.
In motion goes the tight end.
Hey, Kappa, 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 Kappa. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. Home troops right. Let's go, let's go. Ready.
2nd and 10. Here's Herbert once more. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's goal. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And his kick is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. 17-3 the score as we resume action for the 2nd half on EA Sports. No run back here to begin the half, and we will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert changing things up. The 3rd quarter starts with a run by goal. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll stick to the ground game with goal. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
67 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
21. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right. Let's go.
On first down, Justin Herbert. It's caught by Jennings. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Hey,
Now they'll audible to something else.
A run right side. It's goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. It's a pickup of 6.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
On first down, it's Herbert.
Down the left sideline.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Quentin Johnston.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, in a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's A-Chain to begin the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Tua. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
All right, let's go.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one thrown underneath to A-Chain. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone. that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third down, here's H.A.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now a toss right side, H.A. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Throw caught by H.A. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Wilson going to try the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jeff Wilson, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, go Lion, 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 Lion. Hey, Ram. Sit.
Now it's Herbert. And this is caught. Jennings. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
Now Herbert going to change the look.
5-9. Ready.
They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll make it third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Let's go.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 26-yard line. Up the middle they go with Gore.
They'll take it inside the 25.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
59. Hey, easy. Go orange. Baylor tight.
On second down, here's Herbert. Called in left side here by Jennings. Touchdown, Chargers! A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into a buzzsaw here, trailing big in the fourth quarter.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Tagovailoa. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad.
And they'll run here with A-Chain.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Devon A-Chain
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Home trips right. Hey, Ray. Baylor Tiger. Hey, Ray. 5-9.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, Kappa. Let's go.
Herbert now.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Crowd right. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, They were just out.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. It's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, particularly running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Herbert on third down now.
8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Let's go, let's go. 21. Crowd right, crowd right, crowd right.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown. From 10 yards out.
And the Chargers up the lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for L.A.,